Hello everyone, this is Dr. Satish S. Bornare, Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding, Kekewab College of Agriculture, Nasik. Today we are going to learn the topic hybrid seed production of sorghum. So let us see first the taxonomy of sorghum. The botanical name of sorghum is Sorghum bicolor, family Poaceae. Origin is in Southeast Africa and chromosome number 2n is equal to 20. And the mode of pollination in the sorghum is often cross-pollinated crop. The sorghum is basically a self-pollinated crop, but the percentage of cross-pollination exceeds to the 5% and may reach up to the 30%. That's why the sorghum is classified as an often cross-pollinated crop. The breeding technique for commercial hybrid seed production in sorghum is a cytoplasmic genetic male sterility CGMS system, that is 3-line system in which A, B and R line is used. So seed produced in different stages. In nucleus seed stage, maintenance of the basic source of the seed to row progenies. Then in case of breeder seed, the A into B cross and A, B and R line are multiplied. In case of foundation seed, A into B cross and A and R line are multiplied. Breeder and foundation seed stage, multiplication of male sterile line or maintenance of the A and B line is done. And in case of seed certified seed stage, cross of A into R, A is female line and R is male line, and F1 hybrid is produced, which is hybrid seed. The certified seed stage, production of hybrid seed, that is F1 hybrid seed. So this is the seed produced in different stages of the stages of the seed. Then stages of the seed multiplication, breeder seed, from that the foundation seed is produced, and from that the certified seed is produced. So this is the stages of the seed multiplication. Then for the foundation seed production, A and B lines are raised in 4:2 ratio with the 4 rows of the B line as a border row and allowed for the cross pollination, and the seeds from A line will be collected and A line seed is multiplied. So this is the foundation seed production. And in case of certified seed production, the crossing between A into R line and the hybrid seed is produced. So commercial hybrid seed production, there is a isolation distance required, and isolation distance for the normal variety is 200 and 100 meters for the foundation seed and certified seed. And on presence of the Johnson grass, it is 400 and 400 meter in both these stages, and on presence of the forest sorghum, it is 400 and 200 in case of foundation seed and certified seed, while in case of hybrids, it is 300 meter in case of foundation seed and 200 meter in case of certified seed. So this is the isolation distance required for the hybrid seed production technique in sorghum. Then seeds and sowing, in which the seed rate for A line 8 kg per hectare seed is required, for R line 4 kg per hectare. The spacing of A line is 45 into 30 cm, while R line is 45 into solid row spacing. Planting ratio, the planting ratio of foundation seed stage is 4:2, that is 4 is A and A is to B line, 4:2, and for certified seed stage it is 5:2, that is A into R line. And border rows, 4 rows of the male, either B or R line. In case of foundation seed it is B, or in case of certified seed it is R line. The border rows of male line for supply of adequate pollen is necessary. And there must be a live markers. The live plants used for the identification of male line, live markers are used, and it should have a distinguishable morphological character, so it can be easily identified. And live markers can be a sunflower or dhensa, etc. So these live markers are very important one for identification of the difference between male and female line, and live markers are used for that purpose. Then manures and fertilizers, in which the compost 12.5 tons per hectare of compost and NPK dose is 150 kg per hectare, out of which 50 kg is a basal dose, and top dressing 25 kg of nitrogen after last plowing, and 25 kg of nitrogen after boot or leaf stage, that is 45 days after the sowing is given. Then synchronization technique. So synchronization is very crucial for the higher hybrid seed set. That's why the synchronization, different measures are taken for the synchronized flowering, in which first is stagger sowing. This stagger sowing of male parent and female parent are adjusted in such a way that the both parents come to a flowering at the same time. This is nothing but the stagger sowing, and this is done for the synchronization in flowering. Here are some examples of the stagger sowing. In case of CSH5 hybrid, MS2077 A line must be sown 10 to 15 days earlier than male CS3541. So this is the example of stagger sowing in case of hybrid CSH5. In case of CSH6, the female parent MS2219 A line can be sown simultaneously with CS3541, so that the flowering will be at a time in the both parent. Then CSH9, the female parent MS296A must be sown 7 to 10 days earlier than male CS3541 in November-December season. So this example clearly give idea about the stagger sowing, in which the sowing of the male parent and female parent are adjusted so that the both parents come to a flowering at the same time. So this is the first technique by which we can synchronize the flowering during the hybrid seed production in the parental line. Then second one is spraying growth retardant, that is MH, that is malic hydrazide, at the rate 500 ppm at 45 days after sowing, that delays flowering in the advancing parent. So this is the another measure in which the if the any parent is advances, we use the growth retardant like malic hydrazide at the 500 ppm at the 45 days after sowing, that stop the advances of the flowering in the advancing parent, and both parent come flowering at a time. Then urea spraying 1% to a lagging parent. So if the any parent is lagging, we provide a spraying of 1% urea so that it become earlier in flowering. Then withhold one irrigation to the advancing parent. So in case of advancing parent, we can withhold the one irrigation. And last is spraying of triple C, that is Psychosil 300 ppm will delay in the flowering. So by using this different technique, we synchronize the flowering time of the male and female parent in hybrid seed production of the sorghum. Next is roguing. This is the important practice for maintaining the genetic purity of the seed production or hybrid seed production. So roguing is done in both parents. In female line, remove off type, wild types, pollen shaders, rogue, partials in between, volunteer plants, disease plants, R-line, mosaic plants, late early flowering plants. So these are some of the criteria to remove the rogue or off type from the female lines. Then in case of male lines, remove rogues, A line, disease plant, late early flowering plants, and wild types. So these are the another criteria for removing the rogues and off type from the male line. Then method of harvesting, the male and female lines should be harvested separately so that there is no admixture. The male rows are harvested first and transported to separate threshing floor. Like that, the female rows are harvested and threshed separately. And after harvesting, the threshing, at the time of threshing, the seed moisture content should be reduced around 15 to 80%. And threshing can be done by beating the ear heads with the bamboo sticks. While using the mechanical threshers, care should be taken to avoid the mechanical damage. So this threshing is done either by manually or mechanically using mechanical threshers. And drying seed should be dried at the 12% of the moisture content for short-term storage and 8% for the long-term storage. Then processing, the sorghum seeds can be processed by OSAW industrial grade cleaner cum grader by using 9 by 64 inches round perforated metal sieves. So this is the size of that metal sieves, 9 by 64 inches, and by using this the grading operation is done in case of sorghum. Then seed treatment and storage, the seed are treated with the Captain or Thyrum at the rate of 2 gram per kg and pack it in the cloth bag at the 12% moisture content for the short term and 8% for the long term in a 700 gauge polyethylene bags for the long term. The treated should be stored up to the 12 months under open storage and up to the 18 months in the moisture vapor proof container, provided it is not infested by the storage insect. So this is the prerequisite for the storage of the hybrid seed. Last, the seed yield, that is 3000 kg per hectare. And here the different seed standards for the foundation seeds and certified seeds are given, in which physical purity percentage is 98% in both foundation seed and certified seed. Inert matter percentage is 2% in both the stages, that is foundation and certified seed. Other crop seed, 5 seeds per kg and 10 seeds per kg in case of foundation and certified seed respectively. Then weed seeds, 10 kg in foundation seed and 10 per kg and 20 per kg of the certified seed. Then other distinguishable variety, 10 seeds per kg in case of foundation seed and 20 seeds per kg in case of certified seed. Then ergot disease by number, that is 0.020% in case of foundation seed and 0.040% in case of certified seed. Moisture pervious container 12% in both the stages and moisture vapor proof container 8% in both the stages, that is foundation seed and certified seed. So these are the seed standards maintained during the seed production or hybrid seed production. And here are some of the popular hybrids with their parents in case of sorghum. And the first hybrid, CSH1, was released in 1964, and in 1969 the coordinated sorghum improvement project was established. Now there are more than 30 hybrids. This number might be increases nowadays, and some popular hybrids are as below given here with their parents also. Thank you. This video is for educational purpose only and references are as below. Thanks once again.